Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPaWrites here once again, and today I have some exciting news to cover. Rune King, a League of Legends story, just dropped from Riot today, kind of out of nowhere. They did announce this game last year, but the fact that they just released it kind of out of nowhere, it didn't have an advanced launch date, is pretty interesting to me, and it's something that I'm very excited about. However, I will say this is the best time they could have launched the game, in my personal opinion, because the hype around Arcane on Netflix, the animated series, is off the charts, and so capitalizing on that, I think, is really, really important. They might have had this set up long ago as far as the release date when they were going to actually drop it. It is coming out on multiple platforms, but yeah, Arcane is absolutely blowing up, and I know a lot of people are excited to see more League of Legends content outside of just the base League of Legends game. We've got more story stuff coming from League of Legends as well. There's 2 more story-based League of Legends games coming in 2022 as well. So all of that has me really, really excited, and I'm not even someone who's really played League of Legends ever, but Arcane, these story RPGs have me very, very hyped because they look really good, and it's something that I'm going to get into towards the end of the video about why I think more of these massive video games should cross over with different games in the genre, and then also different types of mediums as far as shows, movies, etc., and why that would be such a huge boon for their popularity. Anyway, all that being said, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more content of this nature from me. Also, let me know in the comments down below, are you a League of Legends player? And if so, are you excited about all this content coming out and learning more about your favorite characters? Because I know for me personally, if my favorite franchises come out with more story beats like this, I will be incredibly hyped, because League of Legends is not really a story-based game. There's not a whole lot to dig into, but if you fall in love with a character, you want to follow them and their path quite a bit. So hopefully it's something that they do more of, and other games now start to follow suit as well. Let's watch the trailer. I'm going to give some more thoughts and introspective things afterwards. So.
All right, people, listen up. We've got a harrowing to stop. And remember, from here on out, it's Captain Fortune.
I dig the art style.
Granted me a vision. The black mist enveloping the world. If the black mist has returned, I will drive it back.
I'm not losing my city to the delusions of some second-rate king.
Welcome to the wild.
Nice.
The dark comes, swallow everything.
Without a combined might, no challenges to
Okay. All the characters look good so far.
Not again.
Very different abilities, obviously.
For the truth to come to light.
Good variety, for sure. Okay.
The one you seek, he stirs the mist.
Interesting.
Has the goddess forsaken us?
Come on. We've taken
Ooh,
some
what is that? That looks like a boss fight, yeah?
Pull them under.
The animations look pretty solid.
One queen. My queen.
Okay. Available now. That's the crazy part. So this game has come to PlayStation. It's also on Xbox, Switch, and a lot of other platforms as well. I know it's on PC. But it looks like it's going to be a turn-based RPG in combat. And then outside of combat, it'll be kind of an explorer. You'll have probably gadgets to interact with the world. Hopefully you're able to really keep your characters that you love the most in your party at all times, and it's not forcing you to rotate them, because that's one of the problems I sometimes have with RPGs at times, is that I like them, but if certain characters are not very good and you're forced to use them too much, it doesn't feel so great, especially League of Legends fans who might have characters they've absolutely fallen in love with and want to main in this game as well. So it's interesting. Like I said, I think the art style is good. It's not going to be for everybody. This is one of those RPG games that I really enjoy the look of, and it appeals to me quite a bit. I'm a fan of traditional JRPGs, but also strategy and or turn-based RPGs as well, because I feel like all of them have unique play styles and allow you to approach them in different ways. So I'm excited about this. This looks really, really good. I definitely want to play it on my channel and put out some content for this going forward, because I think it's something that I just enjoy the look of. And I'm going to be really honest, Arcane has me by the hooks, and I love that show so much that I want to dive deeper into the lore of this universe, and this is the perfect way to do so, especially with characters that I haven't seen in the show, I don't know a whole lot about, so now I get to know them in a different way, which is really, really cool. Overall, I think, like I was saying earlier, this is something that I've been wanting to see from more franchises. Now, we've seen video games go to like traditional movies and haven't always done that well. We're seeing it still with Borderlands and Uncharted and some of those games. Hopefully the studios have enough hands in that they're able to keep their vision. But I think when we look at animated series, whether on their Netflix or YouTube, stuff like that, I think those could really be huge in developing the lore of the worlds. Other games, for example, we've seen it from The Witcher, and you have like Gwent, and you have like card games and stuff. Obviously, League of Legends has Legends of Runeterra. I think that allows more people to be invested in the universe, and it really has folks who are maybe focused on one game or one genre dipping their toes into game types they might not otherwise enjoy, or they might not otherwise think they would enjoy. They're not. There may be League of Legends fans who are not traditional RPG fans or turn-based RPG fans who will jump into this game because their favorite character is in it, and then they discover that they really do enjoy this genre, and that would be really, really cool, and it's something that I think that crossover is something that should happen more often going forward. If I was to say which ones would be my top that I would love to see, I would love to see something like Destiny get a animated series, maybe based on the warlords of the past. Something like that I think would be really, really dope. But yeah, that's League of Legends is really leading the way with the variety of content they're putting out, from their base game, card game, they've got story-based games, they've got their animated series, and we'll probably see a sequel to that, or at least another season, even if it's called something other than Arcane, because it follows a different set of characters. I think it's an absolute win, and I hope more companies see that and say, you know what, this is a chance we can take, because we can develop this franchise even more than it already is. Where Halo, the show just got announced as confirmed for next year. We've got The Witcher has a couple of seasons. So now I think it's something that just is, for me personally, has me very invested. And I would hope that companies will see this and be like, okay, we should do this more often. As far as the game Rune King itself, I am very excited. I am going to probably stream it right here on this channel whenever I do play the game, just because I like to focus on my single player RPGs on this channel. I still have to play Tales of Arise. I'm halfway through that game and I kind of been slacking. So maybe throughout December, as it gets a little bit of a lull period with a lot of these shooters that I've been playing, that I can really dive into some of these single player games, because I'd love to get a bunch of them knocked out before February, when we have an insane amount of games coming out. So that's just me personally. I am excited about this game. I will 100% be playing it. Whether I cover it on this channel or not remains to be seen, but I'm excited to dive in nonetheless. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have a favorite character from the ones that we've seen already? And are you excited to jump in yourself on Rune King and play this, or is this something you'll just kind of check in as other people play through it? Because I know there's a lot of single player games that people don't have the time, because this one is going to be around 20 to 30 hours. So people won't have the time to play as many of the games as they want, so they will check out other people playing it, maybe as background sound or they're doing something else. So let me know in the comments down below. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. My name is JoPaWrites. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all later.